Ready to try out Agentforce Vibes in your own Salesforce instance in less than 10 minutes? Hey, awesome admins. I'm Kate Lassard, lead admin evangelist on the admin relations team at Salesforce, and your host of Kate Clicks Through It, where we don't just talk Salesforce, we click through it. Now, if you're anything like me and you learn best by doing, you're in the right place. Each episode, we'll walk through a back-end process step by step so that you can follow along and level up your Salesforce skills like a pro. Ready to dive in? Let's click through it. There are so many great use cases for admins using Vibes, allowing us to go from idea to prototype, create Lightning web components, and have native org-aware intelligence grounded in our metadata. To click along with me, you can either use the Vibes extension in VS Code, or you can be in the IDE. I'm going to use the IDE. You'll notice that I'm in a real org that we use on the admin relations team here at Salesforce. So to open up Vibes, I'm just going to head over to the setup icon, and then I'm going to click Agentforce Vibes. Now this can take a moment to load, but this is going to open Vibes for us in a new tab. So let's start off with a tour. When you open up Vibes, you're going to go over and click this Vibe Cody icon. So here you're going to see a familiar chat-like interface. We have the prompt bar, which is where you tell Vibes what to do. You are going to have your chat history, which you can go ahead and if you click up here and hover over these different areas, you're able to keep track of your conversation, and that's going to allow you for iterative improvements. And then you're going to have the results panel, which is where Vibes presents its output, whether it's a plan, code, or metadata. So you're going to see that in this space once we actually enter in a prompt. So you'll also notice that we have this little toggle down here between plan and act. So I'm going to hover over plan because in plan mode, Vibes is strictly conversational. It will not touch your files. It won't change your metadata or write a single line of permanent code. It analyzes your request. It looks at your org's metadata and it outlines a strategy. So this is great for admins because it's like a sanity check. It gives you a technical designer blueprint when you're brainstorming. So once you've reviewed the plan and decide to move forward, you can switch over to this act mode. It takes the plan and it executes it, which is great for admins because Vibes can help do some of the heavy lifting in your configuration. So let's try this out with a couple of use cases. I'll use a natural language prompt to generate my query. First, I'm going to see how Vibes can help us create a custom object in fields. I'm going to put a request here to create a custom object called project task, and I've outlined a couple different fields that I think would be helpful. So I am in the plan mode, and let's just submit our prompt and see what happens. So I did this in purpose in plan mode so that we could take a look at the response. As this starts to generate, you'll see here that Vibes gives us a plan of how it would move forward with configuration, as well as some considerations and some assumptions before implementation. So let's just scroll up to the top and take a look at what it has proposed. So here's our plan. It will add our custom object metadata. It includes the objects that I requested and the different fields. It includes a basic layout, a custom tab, has some assumptions and confirmations for me. And then if I want to move forward, if this matches my intent, it says that I can switch over to the act mode and I can go ahead and move forward. So another great use case that I've found for Vibes is getting help writing SOQL queries. So let's ask Vibes for help generating a query to find my video content from 2025 as I'm reviewing what I've accomplished over the past year. So I'm just going to, again, type in a natural language prompt here asking to generate a SOQL query to find those content records. And let's just see what happens. All right. Vibes goes ahead and it puts my request directly into the format of a SOQL query. So I can either act on that right here to get results, or I could go ahead and take this and use this in my org. Using natural language, I'm able to get a lot of information about Vibes, about my org that would have taken a lot of digging beforehand. This is just the start. You can use Vibes for data modeling, flow summarization and analysis, reviewing errors and help fix them, identifying automation gaps in your Salesforce instance, and deploying to orgs. Now, everything that I did today, I did in this plan mode, and I always recommend a plan first model. When you start in plan mode, you're confirming that Vibes understands your custom objects and your naming conventions. Then you can review the plan and toggle to act when you're ready to bring the plan to life. I also think it's really important to call out the trust layer here. When using Vibes, your private company data stays private. As Salesforce admins, we are the product managers of Salesforce, and we need to know our orgs inside and out. Vibes gives us a new way to do this and to gain deeper insight using natural language. It also equips us as admins to work more closely with our developer counterparts, providing insights into our metadata and allowing us to work more closely with Apex and Lightning Web Components. To dive deeper into Vibes, check out the Salesforce Admins blog and podcast. That's a wrap on this click-through. If this was helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other click-throughs you'd like to do together. Until then, keep clicking and keep learning.